Hi everyone, I am uploading a new video here. This is a free chapter from my course Angular Material Theming System on angularui.com. Basically, this chapter is about updating Angular Material 19 to 20. I have already covered many more concepts in my course in depth. So if you like this video, chances are high that you will also like the whole course. So enjoy this video, and also don't forget Black Friday sale is going on, so you will get 30% discount on lifetime access on all courses. I am soon going to add advanced Angular CDK course on angularui.com. I hope you like the video and enjoy this chapter. Hi everyone, and welcome to chapter 10 of Angular Material Theming System. In this chapter, we are going to update Angular 19 to 20, and then we are going to focus on updating Angular Material 19 to 20. So let's jump right into it. So this is how our application looks like after the last chapter. Let's go to our code and start updating Angular. So I'm opening my code editor and I'm opening the terminal. I will type ng update. Basically, ng update command will list out all the dependencies which needs to be updated, and it will also give us the commands to update those. So as you can see, it has given us three commands to update CLI core and material individually. So first I'm going to update CLI. So I will copy the command and I will paste it over here. Now it will update all the required dependencies in package.json file, and once package.json file is updated, it will also run the install command to install all the latest dependencies. So as you can see, it has updated package.json file. You can also see in the diff. So Angular animation, common compiler, core, forms, all the dependencies coming from Angular are updated to version 20. Now as you can see in the terminal, it is asking to run the migration for Angular CLI package. So I'm going to select this migration and press enter. Now again it is asking to run the migration for Angular core package. I'm going to select all the migration and run them. Okay, so all the migrations are done and update for Angular CLI is completed. Let's see what has been changed. So in Angular JSON, the builder is changed. I'm not going to dig deep into this, but you can read more about it in Angular's changelog. Yes, you can see few more changes for a builder, and at bottom it has also added a new section for schematic. So this section is important. Why? It is important for file naming convention. As we are updating from Angular 19 to 20, it is still following the naming convention of the old Angular style guide. So in old Angular style guide, which is also the current style guide for our project, the components file names were postfixed with dot component, like app.component.ts, to do form dialog.component.ts. But in new style guide, in 2025 style guide, Angular's team has introduced new style guide where they do not recommend postfixing the files with dot component. So to maintain the compatibility with our older version, this schematic option needs to be added so that whenever we create new component, directive, pipe or service, it will still postfix the files with dot component, dot directive or dot service keywords. You can change this however you want, but I am going to keep it as it is for now. Next, all the versions are updated in package.json file. Next, take a look at all the codes. Okay, in app component, it has removed common module. In to do form dialog, it has removed common module. In to do list component, again, it has removed common module. In theme changes service, now it is importing documents dependency injection token from Angular core package. Earlier it was coming from Angular common, as you can see, but now it is recommended to use it from Angular core package. So this many migrations have been run when we ran ng update Angular CLI. Next, I am going to run the migration or update command for core package. Let's do that. Oh, it is asking us to first commit these changes. So let's do that. I'm going to create a new branch. Okay, let's run update command from core package. Okay, it is saying that Angular core is already up to date. So when we ran ng update for Angular CLI, it also took care for Angular core. Okay, so now the main part for our course, which is Angular material. So now let's update Angular material to 20. So I'm going to type ng update Angular material at the rate 20. So again, it will do the same thing. First, it will update versions in package.json file, and then it will run install command, and lastly, it will run the migrations if there are any migrations to be run. Okay, let's take a look at what has been changed. So in package.json file, we can see the versions have been updated, but there are no other migrations happened. This means that there are no major breaking changes in our project when we updated Angular Material 19 to 20. And in fact, if you take a look at the changelog, there are no major updates in Angular Material when they updated their version from 19 to 20. Of course, there are many features and fixes and quality of life improvements done, but there are no as such major improvements done in Angular Material library, which is good for our project so that we don't have to worry about any breaking changes. Let's quickly run the project and verify everything is working fine or not. So I'm going to run two commands, npm run watchlib, which will run the library in watch mode. And then I'm going to run the start command, which will run our main project in watch mode. Okay, let's take a look at the output. Yeah, output is still looking same. I'm just going to check the console for any errors. We cannot see any errors. Let's try to add some to-dos and see if everything is working fine. Okay, I'm able to add the to-do. Let's try to change the order. Yes, I'm able to also change the order. Let's try to mark some to-dos as done. Yes, functionalities are working fine. Let's try to change the theme to dark. Yes, it is also working fine. Let's try to change the density. Density also seems to be working fine. So we saw after updating Angular and Angular Material to version 20, our project is still working fine, and as expected, we made very less changes or practically no changes. Majority of the changes were done by Angular CLI's migrations. But with Angular Material 20, there are some improvements done in few of the components like mat button and card. So I am going to walk you through those changes so that you are aware about new improvements in Angular Material library. So first is Angular Material button. So until version 19, we had to use different directives like mat button, mat raised button, mat stroke button, etc. for different appearances of the button. So it was not possible or very difficult to change the appearance dynamically of the Angular Material button. But with Angular Material 20, now it is possible to change the appearance dynamically. So now they have introduced a single directive called matte button, and you can give elevated outline, tonal or filled value to it to apply dynamic appearance. And there is a new variant called tonal. This is a step towards moving to Material 3 guidelines of Google Design System, which is added to Angular Material button. So this is a nice addition. You can easily apply dynamic appearances in Angular Material buttons. Next is Angular Material card. They have added a new variant for appearance, which is filled variant. This is also a one step towards Material 3 design guidelines. So if you apply appearance is equal to filled, the card will look like this. Other appearances are outlined. So if you apply outlined, you will see a border, and one more appearance is raised. So if you apply raised appearance, you will see a little bit of shadow. So filled variant is the new variant which is added in Angular Material 20. Next is a addition to dialog. So now you can provide a property called close predicate, and you can control when the dialog can be closed. So as shown in example over here, you can add a property called close predicate, and you can give a function, any function which should return a boolean. If it returns true, only then the dialog will be able to closed. So here what I'm doing, I'm checking the type of result is string and whether the value is dog or not. Only then I will be able to close the dialog. Let's see it. So I will simply write down some name, and here I'll type down, let's say, cat. So it will not allow me to close the dialog. It will only allow me to close the dialog if I type dog in it. So this is a new addition which is done in Angular Material 20. Next is a function addition in CDK drag drop library. Let me reload it. So earlier what used to happen, let's say if we move this around and shrink the size of the container, there was no way to get this into correct position. But with Angular Material 20, there is a new function called reset to boundary, which will bring the CDK drag directive into its container. So if I click on reset, it will bring it within the container. So this is also a nice addition in case your container size is changing dynamically. Okay, next is a small improvement in autocomplete component. So with autocomplete, now you can provide a backdrop similar to the backdrop you have in the dialog box, the light grayish background behind the dialog box. You can apply similar behavior with the autocomplete, as you can see over here. To do so, you will just have to provide has backdrop true into matte autocomplete's default options provider, and then you will be able to see this backdrop. So this is also a new addition in Angular Material 20. So those were the new additions or new changes in Angular Material 20. And there are few more fixes and improvements. You can check out full changelog on GitHub of Angular Materials repository. And I'm going to provide links to all this tech blitz in the article below this video, so you can simply go through it. That's it for this chapter. I will see you in the next one.